everybody, welcome to A Taste for Life. Thank you very much for joining us again today. Today we're going to try some sherry vinegars that were sent to me, some samples from Spain. We're going to try a French asao arati cheese, and we're going to try a Spanish cheese that was sent to us. It's a El Pinsapo. This one is a goat cheese with paprika on the outside, okay? And this is semi-curado. And the asao arati, to me, it looks like it's probably semi-curado. It doesn't say on this little label. We just picked up a little wedge from the supermarket, but I want to try a few new things today. Okay, so now my son wants to join us here today, so come on over, Brendan. Brendan's going to give us some opinions as well. All right, so we're going to start with the cheese, and then we'll go into the vinegars. Now, but real quick, the vinegars, the brand is Capirete, and it sounds like I'm speaking Italian there. Capirete of Spain. Capirete of Spain, but 20-year Solaris. And the Grand Capirete 50 Reserva. So this is quite a very aged sherry vinegar, okay? So, but we'll start with cheeses. All right, so Brendan, let's start with the Spanish cheese. Now, these cheeses, you should let your cheeses sit for like 20 minutes, open up. Even when I talk to them in Spain, they're like, you're sort of like, you know, you let wine kind of open up and breathe. Well, they recommend that for cheese too. So this has been vacuum sealed. This was already cut, so this has probably got a little air to begin with. But so this one here will probably even taste better in another 20 minutes. But we're going to give it a shot here. So, all right. So this is 100% goat, and the brand looks like this: El Pinsapo. Okay, down near Malaga. All right, so Brendan, here we go. Let's give this a whirl. All right, so stand in here so you can be in the camera. All right, and see what you think. Has a nice aroma. What do you think?
I think pretty good.
I think so too. The flavor takes a little while to kick in.
Yeah.
As you're swallowing,
now
you get the flavor.
I feel something on my tongue.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel some salt.
You get a little salt, but it's got a nice balance. They make a good cheese. We've tried some of their other cheeses before, but I had one we hadn't tried this one yet.
I thought this was gonna be like a juicy sort of cheese, but no, because of all of this juice, I felt like the cheese would be
that's oil.
Squishier.
That's oil, and it's got a little smoke. Not smoke, but paprika on the outside. If you can see the color there. Right? Okay, now we're going to try a nice French cheese, and he's showing you the oil. Now, this is a sheep cheese, right? Asao arati. I think the World Cheese Championship. I think asao arati. I don't think it was this brand, but I believe one of the asao arati makers won the World Cheese Championships this year. But now this is from the Basque region. There's the Basque region, you have on Spain, and then there's Basque on the French side, But let's give this a whirl now. All right, Brendan, ready? Now, the last time I tried an asao arati, there was like sweetness to it. It was a very nice cheese. Yeah.
I noticed something. It actually tastes some sort of nutty sort of taste.
Yeah, I'm getting some of the nutty too. Now this is very different than the asao arati I had. I don't think I did it on the show, or did I? can't remember now. But this one, in my opinion, is not anywhere near as good as the one I had tried. I mean, it's not a bad cheese. You can tell it's it's not like something that but the other one was clearly better. This one here, for some reason, they don't have the brand on here, but it's a good cheese, but not an amazing cheese. So I've definitely had better asao aratis. Now, the feeling from the texture of this, it doesn't feel like it's curado. It's not super dry, and probably pasteurized. But a nice cheese. But in my opinion, I think the goat's better.
Yeah,
okay.
In my opinion, I like this one better because this one I feel like a weird kind of nutty taste.
So are you saying the finish on this cheese isn't as good, like the ending
no,
taste?
No, the start I don't like.
And how about the end part? Like
the end part, I like it because I taste sort of like a salty sort of.
Salty, all right. Now for me, the finish is where I get more of the taste in the goat, and I thought that was better, you know. All right, so now we're going to move on to the vinegars. Good idea, Brendan. We'll cleanse our palate. Now, here's my opinion on vinegars. Some people may agree, disagree, but again, these are just our opinions on the show. I think a sign and vinegars that are liked the most are ones that are a little bit sweeter, and they don't take your breath away when you taste them. They're not really setting your throat on fire. Now, I've had some customers tell me they really like a strong vinegar that's got some like a lot of bite. But I think that almost anyone can do that. I mean, all you got to do is put it in a big stainless steel, pump it full of oxygen for 24 hours, and you've got a kind of a harsh vinegar. Now with these, they're with. Let me read to you a little bit from this, guys. They're in where a lot of the sherry wine is made too, right? But let's see, how do they describe it? Jose Labato is a family enterprise specialized in the elaboration of fine sherry vinegar for the past 60 years. They also, though, make sherry vinegar. Sorry, just sherry vinegar. They use the traditional Capirete and Solera system as the great sherry wines are made. Right now, the slow, careful preparation of sherry vinegars give them a unique organoleptic characteristics in its dark mahogany color. Its delicate, its unique taste is due to prolonged aging process in American oak barrels. Only a few drops of the sherry vinegar are sufficient to turn any food into a culinary fiesta. All right, so now they recommend very hearty vinaigrettes, pickles, marinades, cold sauces such as mayonnaise and mustard, and hot sauces. All right, so, and Brandon, we'll take a look at this after, but we don't want to make the video too long, so let's move on. All right, so we're going to try a Solera 8. So this is not aged as long as the 50, right, and the 20, but we're going to try this out. And yeah, keep your water nearby, Brandon, in case it is strong. We don't know yet. We haven't tried these. So we're going to find out, though. Oh, and smell a little bit too, Brandon. You guys see the sweetness?
Ooh, yeah,
it's got an interesting smell, right?
I smell like there's sort of like a tingle in my nose, and I smell some fruit then.
Okay.
Do you feel burn?
Oh yeah, it's got a burn going there. But Brent, doesn't matter what I think. What do you think? Now sip it slow, right? Start in the front of your mouth and let it go back slowly.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Now is it really strong? Is it like a good strong or not a good strong?
It's like sort of like you feel like I feel a bad taste, but then I feel some fruity, like really tingly.
Okay. All right. So
My bad.
all right. So now let's go to the next one. Now, again, now. I mean, it's not a bad. I'm not saying it's a bad taste, but it definitely has a good bite there. But now let's see as we go to the more aged ones. Let's see what happens if that bite changes. Okay. So hang in there, and hopefully this video is not going to be too long for you. All right.
Can I smell?
I'm sure.
Ooh, it sort of smells the same.
All right. Now this is the 20 Reserva. Okay. And remember, aged in oak barrels. Still got a bite there. But some people love a strong bite.
I don't actually taste any bite.
You didn't get any bite on that. Me, I got it.
No, I don't taste anything on that one.
Okay. All right then. And
that one was all right for me.
Okay. Now take a sip of water,
The
cleanse your
one
palate.
so far, that one was the tingliest.
Well, it might have been because it was also your first one, but now remember, kind of cleanse the back of your throat. Okay, now moving on to the Grand Capirete 50-year Vinegar de Jerez Reserva. Now, by the way, the acidity 8%. Versus some of ours are 6 and 5% that we carry, 8% and 8%.
Wait, what does the 50 mean? Does that mean how
Not 50.
old it is?
Oh, Well, they're saying in here that these are aged in oak barrels.
Oh.
This should be.
That tells the age?
It should be, yeah.
So it's 50
Unless I'm
years.
misunderstanding, but that's what they're saying. I can only go by what they tell me because I've never had this vinegar before. 50, it says 50 years, 50 years, right?
Oh.
20 years, 8 years, yeah. So let's see what happens here.
So maybe the 4 years is better because it hasn't been like...
Well, in theory, the older ones should get smoother, but from what I, oops, I poured a lot there. I'll go ahead and smell this one, right?
Ooh, that one, I feel like a sort of fruity, like, fruity lemon.
Now this one, I noticed the aroma, unless my nose is getting too used to the sherry, but it seems like the aroma is more tame. All right, see what you think. Now don't spill it. Be careful.
That one was really tingly.
Okay, now that to me, because if you said the second one wasn't that tingly, it just hit a different spot in your throat too. Because to me, that one had a little bit more bite, but a little less than the others.
That had a lot.
It's where it hits you in the throat.
When
too.
I first had it in my mouth, I felt like a really tingly, but then I felt like I like hot peppers or something in my throat.
So, but when you get up to 8% acidity vinegars, you're gonna feel some bite. Now, again, some people want that. But then you also got to say, why are balsamic vinegars so popular in the world? Well, they're sweet, and when you taste some of those, they don't have this kind of bite. But if you were blending these in with a nice sauce too, you know, maybe the bite would be nice and counter some of the other ingredients in the sauce. But all right, so I would say, you know, they're a nice sherry, but I still have to, in all honesty, say that I think that the mass market would be more appealing to them something without as much acidity. Would be my opinion there, and it's just an opinion. But you can tell, you know, I mean, nice packaging. It's a good representation of a, you know, sherry vinegar, but you gotta like bite in your vinegar. All right, so Brandon, go ahead, Brandon, and then we gotta turn.
I just wanted to say, well, to put it in a graph, it's like the ones that would be the most tingliest, that would be the second, this would be the first. That, well, would be nothing. That I don't like really feel any.
Well, here, you know what? Real quick, let's taste it one more time.
It's weird. I don't really taste anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I taste the bird.
All right, so thank you very much, everybody.
The first time I didn't really feel anything.
Like I said, it depends on where it hits too. But we're at ataste.net, ATASTE.net. It was really nice of you to come and join us. Continue to join us. You know, you'll learn a lot about gourmet, and you can go on the journey with us. So let me show you our sign back here. Now, Brent, if you can go back behind the camera. Brent's saying goodbye there. But
Goodbye.
Ataste.net. We're a Taste for Life, and we specialize in Spain. Check out our website. You know, we would love to. And please, you know, send us a message on Facebook or send us an email. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.